What's up everyone, welcome back to Miami Miles. My name's Mickey. In this video, I want to share with you an experience from a couple days ago where I collected a 1 of 600 exotic manual transmission sports cars. I'm talking one of the most breathtaking and engaging driving experiences I've ever had. But guys, I took all the footage on an SD card that became corrupted, so I lost 99.9% of the footage. Fortunately today, I was able to recover 2 videos, just enough to tell you the story. And because I was lucky enough to take a second camera, I recorded my first drive impressions on that camera, so we have that too. Guys, let's pick up the story at the dealership after having selected the car with my uncle's big ass smile on his face. Let's go. Hold on, don't tell me yet.
I like it.
Huh? You like it or what?
Yeah, I like it.
You love it or do you like it?
I love it.
You love it?
Mm-hmm.
Do you like the manual?
Yeah, the thing is that I need you to help me to pick up the color. That's the only.
What are you deciding in between?
I don't know. The white I like.
The white one or the blue one or which ones? Let's go again. You gotta black out the wheels.
Eso es lo que no me gusta.
Pero tell me in English. You gotta black out the wheels.
That's what I don't like.
The silver wheels?
The silver.
But ask them to powder coat them for you. Or to switch them. This is beautiful though. What's the difference in price between this and that? 20,000?
Like $18.
Yeah, but that thing's beautiful, man. He said there's one in the world like that.
This one?
Like this one. The guy inside was telling me. It's beautiful. At 20 grand, that's a 300 difference in the payment, no? Oh, the blue one's gorgeous.
Gentlemen, I got keys to this one because this is kind of a neat look too. If you look here, this one has the red painted interior accents to go with the red seats.
Oh,
and then it's got the red cat scratches on the top. Up here, I get the door for you.
Thank you, sir.
Good.
How much is this?
This was actually really reasonable.
This one's I think 106,750. Let me double check. Oh, sorry, 105,900.
105. Okay. So 105, that's the nicest spec. Because that's, how much is the Golf blue one?
That one's going to be 116,750.
116,750.
So what the carbon fiber pack is going to give you is the carbon segment here.
Okay.
The full carbon roof. And when you come to the back, you get this movement back piece.
Oh, wow.
And you also have the exposed carbon rear bumper and the carbon fiber rear diffuser here.
So that's why it's 10 grand.
That's 10 grand. Now, in 10 grand in a Ferrari, you get a steering wheel.
That's right.
With this, you get every carbon option possible.
Misha, you don't like the blue one? This one? No?
Okay, let's run the numbers because maybe I can afford that one.
So
you told me that I can finance for
72 months.
72 months.
Yep. Typically, that's where I see. Now, I grabbed the keys to this one too, so you can see inside.
Oh, with the orange, it's got the orange stitching?
The silver and the red stitching. It's got the black inserts in the seats.
It's got carbon back seats. The carbon fiber sills. It's called carbon everything.
Oh yeah, carbon back seats. All the carbon inside is standard on these cars. They did that for the final edition of the car, and they're all signed by whoever built it.
Oh, look at this, David Hill.
Which is a neat little touch.
White
Not a fan of the other darker blue.
And this one, what is this inside? Let me shut it. Yeah, this is beautiful. Look at that. This is for 105. That's 100. 5 grand, and you get the red seats, red calibers, the red pinstripe,
The black roof, and the black rockers, and the black mirrors. You're not going wrong with any of them. That's the good thing. There's not a bad decision to be made here.
Yeah,
it's personal preference.
For 5 grand, I'd take this over that.
So now, for 16 grand, would you take the blue with the carbon?
No.
No?
Yeah.
The next day.
Ahora sí. Alright guys, so I just left the dealership. I am right now trailing the Evora GT with my uncle at the wheel. Guys, first impressions from the outside. Obviously, I'm still in the GT3. The car sounds absolutely amazing. The moment he hit the sport button to open up the flap on that third catalytic converter, it's like a monster came out of the exhaust and started breathing fire like the dragon from Game of Thrones. What a car, guys. Also, he did a couple flybys next to me, which I didn't get on video, unfortunately, but the car sounds absolutely amazing. I'm actually trailing him right now, and everything about the car exudes prestige and exoticness and quality and cost even. The car looks like it's expensive for only 100 grand. My uncle has acquired a vehicle that gives a GT3 level performance, but with a more exotic look. Look, he's gonna step on it right now. I'm trailing him, and I closed the gap on him. I don't know if I don't know how hard he was hitting it, but I would imagine he's making about 416. This is about 500 horse. I've got just a little bit more horsepower than he does to play with. GT and myself were both about to merge off the freeway onto a rest stop in order to switch. He's going to take the wheel of the 911 991.2 GT3 Touring. That is a mouthful, and I am going to jump into the Lotus Evora GT. It's a very exciting time, guys. I can't wait to let you know if that car meets my expectations, if it will sit on Mount Rushmore of the best driver's cars in the world, but we're about to find out.
A few moments later.
Alright guys, so I am in the Evora GT, and the car so far is a lot like the McLaren. Let's see how the clutch is. Ooh, the clutch is extremely light, actually. Here we go. Let's put it directly in race mode here. Oh wow, oh wow, oh wow. Car's got a tremendous amount of torque. Oh my goodness, the moment it comes on boost, wow, that supercharger whine. I don't know if that gets captured through the camera, guys, but the whine is there. Oh my goodness. Wow, what a car. All right guys, so let's start with the basics, right? What does the shifter feel like? So shifter feels great. It's short. It's a lot more notchy than it is actually in the GT3. Honestly, the shifter is really nice. It feels a lot more substantial, a lot more mechanical than it does in the GT3. Like every time, ooh, I like this car. Yeah, that shifter is beautiful. It's breathtaking how nice it notches right into gear. The steering itself, obviously, it feels a lot like the McLaren did. The car feels planted to the ground. It feels like it will steer on a dime, and it feels like it's got a tremendous amount of downforce. Whereas the Touring, because it doesn't have the rear wing, sometimes it wanders over bumps. Also, it's a really cool thing to notice that in my rear view mirror, you can see the engine. Through this little window that connects my cabin to the engine, I can see the supercharger, and every time I put my foot down, I can see this little mechanism in the supercharger open and close, perhaps to let the air into the supercharger to generate boost. It's an amazing feature that I don't think anybody has touched upon, and it's something that would honestly get me in trouble because I wouldn't be looking forward. I'd be looking in my rearview mirror to see that little mechanism open up. Let's go ahead and do a couple downshifts here and get on boost. There's third gear, foot all the way down. There comes the torque. There's the torque. All of the torque is up top in this car. Wow, guys. Guys, all of the torque in this car is completely up top. Just like the GT3. I was not expecting that. I was expecting the torque to be down below because the engine is a V6 supercharged Camry engine. That being said, you don't feel the surge of the torque until the boost builds until 6,500 RPM, and then it pulls savagely hard from 6,500 to 7,000. As a matter of fact, a couple minutes ago, I was thinking to myself, this is not as fast as the GT3. And even though that still remains the case, now having experienced the car from 6 to 7, so right now I'm at 5, I'm gonna go ahead and put my foot down. 5, 6, there comes the torque. 7, yep, there's the torque. At 7, you don't feel anything until at 7. What a car! What a car for just $100,000. And honestly, the way it rides the bumps is unbelievable. What an automobile. I wish there were some more turns on this straight ass road that is Alligator Alley, so you could experience with me the way that this thing handles. So sublime. Oh my goodness. This is honestly a car that you could daily drive. Contrastingly to my McLaren, which was rough, which you could feel every bump, which was raw, and you could hear the rocks come up and hit the carbon fiber shell. In this car, you don't get any of that. You don't get any outside noise, really. You barely even get any supercharger one. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and downshift again. There's third. All right, here we go. Let's go a little pull. No torque, no torque, no torque. There it comes. 7. There's all the power. What an interesting power delivery, guys. It delivers power almost like the GT3, except the GT3 delivers it from 85 to 9. This delivers it from 65 to 7. There's the power right there. All the boost. Wow. What a car, man. You know what it's missing? It's missing the removal of that third catalytic converter to make it just a little bit louder. I would definitely appreciate some pops, some bangs. That's the only thing this thing is missing. But as a daily driver with headspace, with a tremendous amount of leg room, I'm extremely comfortable right now. These are the most comfortable carbon back buckets I've ever felt. So now that you've seen the performance firsthand, it's increasingly important to really touch upon the brake feel. The car, when you step on the brakes, is instantaneously reactive. For some reason, the GT3 brakes give you no feel, and then you have to press the brake even harder in order to get it to stop. This car, you can modulate the brake pedal until it bites, and you can feel the engagement zone of the bite, and it brings the car to a stop. Honestly, this brakes inspire more confidence than the GT3, and I think that's a common theme with this car. The handling is sublime, the brakes are amazing, the power at the top is pretty damn savage for just 416 horsepower. The car has got everything, and just for 100,000, I feel like Lotus has made a masterpiece. I feel like they've put together a set of parts, a parts bin special, so to speak, and taken the best aspects of multiple cars to deliver on an experience that for 100 grand is unmatched. Honestly, what else can you purchase for $100,000 besides a used GT3, maybe a 2008, 2009, that gives you this experience? I would be hard pressed to find something that does all of this. Listen to this thing. Listen to this. I don't know if you guys can hear this whine. God, what a car. What a car, Lotus. Thank you for making it. My uncle, thank you for giving me the opportunity to drive it. Guys, I hope that you enjoyed the video. Please give me a second. Go down below, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to pop out content like this for you guys all the time. I hope that you have an amazing day.